sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't call.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Chiefs at 11-3 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Butker's kick here is good. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing. Mayfield. And Walker has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. He's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Downfield throw tip, but he still got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They'll run up the middle with Cohen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Cohen gets it again on second. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Now here's Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And Going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 42 yards. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there's still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. And the Chiefs are going to get him. There's that high motor that made George Karlaftis a day-1 draft pick. This continuous effort to get there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Trey Brown. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six in the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On second down, it's Walker.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Mayfield now. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Right back to him on first down.
And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Darrell Taylor racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up a throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing, Mayfield. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A tackle made by Boye Mafe. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. But now it's 3rd and goal. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Mahomes going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Straight ahead, Walker. Now the ball comes loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mahomes to throw it. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Mahomes.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Mahomes.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen Hey, third down situation. Big third down alert. Lock in here. Fourth down play. Make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they take a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Regular.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the victory here for Seattle, and a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for